What keeps me motivated? What keeps me motivated is my drive. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing if I'm not if I'm gonna take the extra time out of my day to do something. I'm gonna give it my all. I want to be the best at it. I know bodybuilding is frowned upon and say you the best, you will be the best. I don't care. If I'm doing it, I'm going to give it my all because I want to be the best. I don't train on. I don't cheat on my diet. I don't care what it is. I'm not eating no extra gram of peanut butter. I ain't taking no sipping no diet. I don't even drink soda. You know, you see dudes drinking diet soda. To me, that's weak. I'm a lock in. That's what a real dog is. A real dog can flip that switch, go cold turkey, and get in his bag to get the results that he want to get. You can't say you really want something if you're not willing to flip that switch, no matter how hard it is. Flip the switch and get in your bag. Put in the work that everybody else can't do or having a hard time doing so you can get to where you're trying to go. What up, though, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Takeover, checking in again. We back with another video, man. We got off work early today, guys, so we got to get in the gym early today. It's 3 o'clock. I typically would just now be getting off. I only did an 8-hour shift today. I worked 5 to 1, so went home, ate my pre-workout meal, and came straight to the gym, man, to beat the crowd. I'm over here at House of Pain today. Y'all know I hardly ever come over here anymore. But since it's early in the day and I got to beat the crowd, I decided to come over here and train some shoulders today. We're going to get it kicked off with shoulders today, opposed to, y'all know I typically start shoulder day with bench press. We're going to get it kicked off today with shoulder press, man. We're going to utilize some of these good shoulder machines that they have over here. We're going to throw in some tricep work. I might throw in a little chest work depending on how I feel. We'll see, time will tell. But in the meantime, between time, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Drop the 100 in the comment section for your boy, for your peptides, supplement needs, beard butter, and all those type of things. If you're looking for a discount, down in the description is the place to go. 20% off, 10% off. We got all kind of things going on down there. $25 bench press programs for those who are interested. I'm now accepting 5 online clients, guys. 5 online clients. I'm only accepting 5. So if you guys are looking to do some monthly coaching, some online coaching, then shoot me an email at 314thetakeover@gmail.com so we can get you going. No matter if your goal is to build muscle, to cut, to maintain, to get healthier, body recomposition, we do it all, man. General health, holla at your boy, man. We're going to get the ball rolling. We're going to get these results going, you know what I mean? But in the meantime, that's it. That's all. Let's get to it, man. Drop them hundreds. Let's eat. All right, guys, so we're going to get it kicked off with this shoulder press, man. We over here on this Panada individualized Smith machine. This joker right here it's a nice piece. I like it a lot. You just have to find your, where you're most comfortable with it for a shoulder press. We're going to get it kicked off with one plate. Get nice and warm. Only thing about this, you gotta be careful. Because if you mannequin challenge, I don't think it's not nothing to save you. So you better not mannequin challenge, you better not go to failure on it. But I like it because you get to get a really good stretch as if you're doing dumbbells. Some of y'all may have noticed, I'm sure, that I don't do dumbbell shoulder press anymore, so I'm gonna take advantage of this to get a deep stretch. Come up, you get a nice contraction at the top. So that's why I'm gonna utilize this today. We're gonna go to a top heavy set to see how it feels. Nice and easy. Control that negative, guys. Got to start my watch. You control that negative. It hurts so much more in a good way. Do one more warm-up set, then we're gonna add some food to the plate. Shoulders don't take a lot to get a good pump, man. You be in and out in about 45 minutes to an hour on shoulders. Still got my 15 minutes post-cardio on the steps. I'm gonna throw in some abs. I got an ab machine over here that I like to use as well. But yeah. Set 3. Get a nice pump, man, over here. This mug is true to the weight. Whew. Deep stretch. Boom, boom, boom. Control that negative. Look at the stretch. Boom. Boom. Yeah, machines hit so much better on shoulders for me, guys, than the dumbbells. I said I could easily go and toss up, triple digits on the dumbbell shoulder press, but I was getting little to no results when I was doing dumbbell press, bro. Shoulders were my weakest alongside my hamstrings. Shoulders were, in my opinion, were my weakest body part. Since I've been using machines, really focusing on that negative, such more of a consistent pattern with the bar, I could tell a big difference in my shoulders. Whew. Let's play it up a little bit, guys. All right, guys. So you see we took the 2 plates for a spin. That was a lot easier than I expected. So I'm gonna go up. I wanna try 3 plates, man, but that 3 plates gonna be heavy. If I can get a set of 8 on the 3 plates, that'll be good money. Anything under 8, I won't consider it good money. You know what I mean? This thing right here it's the truth, guys. I got a nasty pump already. Shout out to the Defined Pump and that good nutrition and the good H2O. But y'all see the pump, man. What we 4 sets in, something like that. Woo. Let's play it up. Let's get it. We're gonna take the 3 for a spin. Let's see. Woo. That joker heavy. See, this ain't nothing like the regular Smith machine. I go to the regular Smith machine, I can throw up 315 with ease. But since this is individualized, it hit a whole lot more different, guys. You know what I mean? But that's also how you maintain your strength during a cut. Keep touching that heavy weight. No matter if you get 1 rep, still touch the heavy weight. Just don't count it as a set. So I'm gonna go back down to 2 plates to get a full working set. And then I'm gonna move on because I wanna they have a flex shoulder press that I'm gonna take advantage of. Y'all see, I like to use that one to kind of target more of the front delts. But I'm gonna hit 1 set over here first. We're gonna take it a set at a time. All right, so we back down to 2 plates on each side. Keep in mind, like I said, you still wanna touch the heavy weight. Don't count that if you don't get reps. Don't count it as a working set. That's just something to keep you comfortable with that weight. At this point, bro, it's like you want to get that pump. Like I say, we all want to bang heavy. Still, if it's as heavy as you can for as many reps as you can, you know what I mean? But focus more so on the quality of the reps opposed to the weight. Don't get too caught up in the weight especially when you're on a cut. Don't get too caught up in the weight. When you're in a deficit, you're doing, like for me, I'm doing 45 minutes of fasted cardio now, 15 minutes post workout. And I'm, eating in a deficit. I only get carbs 3 meals a day. So you're gonna lose some strength. So don't get caught up in the strength. Keep in mind, we're in a bodybuilding phase, so we're looking to scope and build the body. You know, we focus on more so of the heavyweight in the off season when we're in the surplus. But let's knock this last set out. Ooh, that pump feel good. Let me make sure that I ain't get rid of the machine that I like. I don't think I see it, man. Uh-oh. They may have got rid of it. I ain't been over here in a long time. I think I'm gonna have to walk around and see, man. I hope they ain't get rid of my machine. Oh, I see it. All right, guys, so this is the flex shoulder press that I was referring to. I like to do this one backwards. I can't really get a good angle on it. But give you guys an idea. This one target more of them front delts, man. All right, guys, so trying to get this angle, a good angle for you guys, just so you guys can see the motion and the angle that I'm targeting the shoulders and the front delts. There's somebody next to me, so I'm trying to be mindful not to capture them in the video as well. But I'm gonna try to get a different angle after this one, just so you guys can see three different ways, you know, so you can have a better idea of why I'm doing the shoulder press this way. Because you see the last, well, I'll show you guys, hold on. We're just gonna do 3 sets right here. Like I say, shoulders are really easy, bro. Shoulders are really quick. It don't take much for shoulders. You get a few shoulder presses, front raises, lateral raises, rear delts, and you done. You know, you just make every rep count, every set count. Get a nasty pump. As you can see, bro, the pump is nasty. Woke up this morning at 228. You know, I don't check in none this week. Hey, not much, how you doing? Doing good. I don't check in none this week since it's Olympia week. Well, I check in Sunday. I last checked in last Sunday, or this past Sunday, and I check in again Sunday after the Olympia. So I think we done with the cheat meals. What Coach said, if my weight get to 223, then have a refeed, a high day the next day, the following day. So we'll see if we'll get down to 223. I really been floating around 228, 230. The lowest I got to was 224 a few weeks ago. But maybe, you know, since I don't have to work overtime tomorrow for sure, and I don't think they're gonna have it available Friday, so that'll be more sleep for me. And Friday's gonna be a rest day for me. We gonna bake cookies because my daughter gonna sell cookies Saturday at Coalition. So I'm gonna use Friday so we can get prepared to make sure she have everything she needs. That'll be her first time selling cookies. I know some of y'all may remember when I told you guys she asked me to invest in her cookie business. So we went shopping last week. I believe that was last Friday, and we made the cookies Saturday. And she did an excellent job. She did a great job. Mind you, she only 10 years old, bro. You know, so Matt over at Coalition is allowing her to come in and set up a table Saturday morning and sell her cookies, man. He's even extended to Grace to allow her to put her Venmo, you know, her methods of payment on the refrigerator and store her cookies in the refrigerator, so if people want to buy them, they can just cash out or, you know, Venmo her the money. So that's, shout out to them, man. That's really dope, and we really appreciate, you know, support is everything, bro, especially for a young child. These will be things that she always remember, you know. She'll never forget Coalition. She'll never forget Matt for allowing her to come to Coalition and sell her cookies in the gym. That's the first time that she's selling cookies. So that's gonna be something that a lifetime memory for her. You know, and I'm just happy that I'm able to be a part of that when my child, you know, when her a new business venture. You know, you never know where it may flourish to. You know what I mean? So I'm behind her 100%. She talking about you should invest in my business, I'll give you 20%. Nah, you ain't gotta give me 20%, just keep doing you, baby girl. But let's get this last set in, guys. Okay, guys, so I got the permission to set the camera right there to get this angle. Like I say, always be mindful of your surroundings and ask, you know, people, do they mind if you place the camera or tripod right there if they are in the back of the video. Let's get this last set. That's good money, baby. So we got 3 more exercises for shoulders. Front raises, rear delts, and lateral raises. Man, it's gonna be a quick one. All right, guys. Now we on to the lateral raises. This machine, lateral raises. This machine right here is one of my favorite machines, bro. This is the only gym that I know that have this piece. You know, I say free weights are great, but when you run across great machines, you take advantage of those as well. You have multiple tools in the toolbox that you can utilize. You know what I mean? This thing right here, man, I ain't got no food on here. Hold on, I ain't even checked the weight. This mug empty. You can't eat greedy with an empty plate, you heard? Mind you, I'm trying to go a little fast, cause what is it? Well, I would probably miss that. It's 3:34. My youngest get off the bus at 4:20, and I take pride in getting her off the bus every day. I ain't gonna make it today though. Yeah, this thing really like the delts up. And you can move the handle to target your delts, you know, in many different ways. I like to bring it all the way in to really like the delts up. It hit different, guys. You know, like I say, since I started using more machines on shoulders, I can tell major development in my shoulders. So it's all about trial and error, experimenting with new things and different things to see how your body responds best to what. You know what I mean? That's why I never say what's the right way and the wrong way. I just say what's my way, what I like to do. Because over the years of me training, I've experimented and did many different exercises. I never ran a program. You know, I always created my own programs, even since a child. Once I got showed the way, I started to create my programs around, you know, how I like to train. And then as I got more educated, then I started to structure them properly. Set 2. Yes, sir. It's kind of like what I would consider a deload day for me, a lighter day. You know, you're gonna have your lot, but sometimes you gotta go in the gym and give your all for that day. Like I always say, your all is not gonna be the same every day. You know what I mean? So as long as you give max effort today, it's not always about banging weight. You still want to be sure that you get that detail work in. Typically on shoulder days, I don't really try to go heavy anyway. I try to get detail work in. You know, just chase the pump. Nice, still use nice weight, but that's why I like to do bench press before my shoulder days, so I can get my heavy compound out the way. But I got a nice shoulder pump going on. We're gonna throw in some triceps. I got a seated dip plated dip machine that I like over here. We're gonna do that to put the icing on the cake before we head out or before we get on that cardio. We ain't ducking no wreck on that cardio, guys. That cardio is what's gonna get you peeled. You know what I mean? That's gonna get you peeled. And watching the guys just preparing for the Olympia, it got me turned up. Keon looking phenomenal. The other guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name, the young boy, 22 years old, he looked good too. Even just seeing the amateurs compete today in the amateur Olympia in bodybuilding, it give me that motivation, man. I just love to see it because it inspires and motivates me to keep getting better. Like I like to look at those guys who competing and pick them apart as if I'm a judge. I don't know how they judge, how judges judge, but I pick them apart to see what muscle part, what body parts they have me beat in. You know, it's like studying film to me. You know what I mean? So in order to get better, you must compare yourself to other people. It's easy to take photos and look good in the gym by yourself. That's why I don't do it. That's another reason, one of the reasons why I don't do it. I don't really post shirt off pictures and things like that. For one, because I love to show the work. I want people to see the work, and I know people ignore the work until they see the results. Secondly, I like to take the time to build, you know, so I can see myself change. I don't look in the mirror and be flexing every day, things like that, you know. I cover up. As soon as that weather break, I'm gonna hoodie up. It's still hot here for some reason, which is weird, oddly strange. Still like 80, 85, 90 degrees here in the middle, almost the middle of October. But as soon as that weather break, we gonna hoodie up, jogging pants up, man. We'll do a physique update every now and then. But shoot, we almost 8 weeks out, guys. It's Wednesday. We getting close, man. And I'm feeling good. Training is going good. Home life is good. Work is good. You know, I'm just mentally in a happy space. So you gotta keep the bar rolling, you know what I mean? Let's knock out this last set and move on. Alright guys, so now we're on front cable raises. And I still have to hurry up because today we doing a small batch of cookies because we're gonna take them up to the gym tomorrow and let a few people test them out, see how they like them. We gotta make sure the taste is on point, so we're gonna let a few people taste them and give us their honest feedback on them so we can know what kind of tweaks we need to make. But let's knock out these 3 sets. Classic control. I really don't have to do rear delts today because I got back tomorrow. Tomorrow Thursday, I got back tomorrow, and y'all know I do a lot of rolls. So my rear delts get a lot of work on my roll days. So after this, I'm gonna just, cause I wasn't even supposed to come to the gym today, to be honest. I told Callie, that's my oldest, but that's the middle daughter. I told Callie that we was gonna make cookies today. I'm sure she just called me. So I'm sure she'll be calling me again in a second, seeing where I'm at. She don't know I got off work early, but this is usually the time I get home, about 3:45, 4 o'clock. So if I ain't home to get my youngest off the bus, she'll be calling me, seeing where I'm at. So we gotta get them cookies done today. I wish I could eat some, but I can't. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that she's learning how to make cookies, because when I get all prep, I could be upstairs chilling in my bed, and I can text her and tell her to make me some cookies. Set 2. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say them rear delts for tomorrow. Get some delts in tomorrow with the back day. It won't hurt to do them twice, but I save them for tomorrow. Whew. A nasty pump, guys. That's Sersky. One more. Let's get this last one. All right, guys. So this is gonna be the final exercise for the day. Just got off the phone with Callie. I told her to go in and get the ingredients out. I'll be there in a minute. So I gotta hurry up. We on these seated weighted dips, one of my favorite machines here. We're gonna do 4 sets over here. We're gonna progress each set to a top set, and that's gonna be it. We're 47 minutes in. My goal was to be done lifting within 45 minutes. I'm not gonna do the steps here, but I am gonna get on the bike. While I'm at the house, I just do more than 15 minutes. I'll probably do another 30. It won't hurt nothing. While she got the cookies in the oven, I utilize that time to do my cardio. You know what I mean? That's how you balance it out, guys. When you have a family and you're a parent and you still want to be in shape and how you don't compete or do your prep, you got to know how to compromise and improvise to make things happen. You know what I mean? That 15 minutes that I'll be doing on the steps, that could be my 15 minutes on my way home. You just got to make the best out of your time and balance everything out. You know, my last prep, that was my issue. I wasn't balancing everything out when I was prepping for USA's, and I was too focused on prep, and it messed with me mentally because I felt like I was lacking, you know, in fatherhood. So now this time around, I'm just making sure that I keep everything balanced and still be there, you know, for my kids as if I wasn't in a competition prep. But let me find some 45s and plate up. Set 2 loaded, baby. I'm gonna just do 3 of these, guys. I said today, it was supposed to be the rest day, but I came since I got off early. You know, I'm tired. I ain't really been getting no sleep, but tonight I'm gonna get some sleep. I ain't gotta be up I get up at 2. I've been getting up at 2 lately since he increased my cardio to 45 minutes. I get up at 2 a.m. to make sure I have time to, you know, do my 45 minutes of cardio, eat my food. I'm not rushing, you know, but tomorrow I don't have to be at work until 7, so I get up at 4:45, and, you know, I'm gonna go to sleep earlier, like 9:30, so I get some decent sleep tomorrow. I'm also soaking some Epsom salt tonight to kind of help relax my body, you know, because sleep is very crucial. Soaking helps a lot too, man. For me, anyway, it helps a lot with inflammation. Because you get inflamed when you're lifting, for those who don't know. You build up inflammation, especially in my legs after a leg day. That's, you know, my weight is really up the following day after a leg day. Excuse me. Well, let's knock this set out. All right, guys, that's it for today's session, man. Quick and easy, 52 minutes. Let's see how many calories. Say we burned 300 calories in 52 minutes. That's good. I utilized my food, created a bigger deficit, got a nice pump. Y'all see the pump, man. Let me make sure y'all can see that pump. I see that pump, man. Come on, man. I mean, you ain't got a ball out there. They just give it your all, you right? But that's it, guys. I appreciate you rocking with the channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, hit that hype button, share the videos, follow me on the gram, use the codes, the discount codes, and all that good stuff. Y'all see that Define Nutrition hat, man. Looking fly, man, huh? Looking like a baseball player or something, man. You know what I mean? But that's it, guys. Let me get up out of here and rush to the crib, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. One love.